This is a quick overview video to help you get into Engage and have a brief runaround to see what does what. So you're going to start with logging into asabe.org. Once you log into your account, then you'll go to the top and select Engage. That will open up a new window tab for you so that you can go right into the program. If this is your first time, you're going to come up to Terms and Conditions, scroll to the bottom, accept that, and it will redirect you to your home page. On your home page, there are a few things that I want to point out to you. First, go to video tutorials. Those are going to be all of our YouTube videos that open up and tell you how to get around and do the various things that you're going to want to do and Engage. If you don't have time for that, this overview video might be all you need to get started. So you'll want to go up to the top corner. This may be a little gray silhouette, and this is your profile. So go into your profile. It'll have some basic information there, such as your email. You can fill out what you feel comfortable with at this point. And the most important thing I want you to know is that you need to go to My Account, Community Notifications, and as you scroll down, make sure that you select Real Time to start with for all of your committees. You can always go back in here and change that later. There are a couple of different options to choose from, but we do suggest and recommend that you go to Real Time. So now we're going to go back to our home page. And if you want to connect to any of your committees, go up to the top here for committees and communities, and that will take you to a list of the committees that you are currently a member of, or some that you may join if you wish. This is a separate standing committee that is not connected to our database. It is run by members. We do have a few of those, and you'll see those in your listing that you can join if you're interested. So if you go into any of these, let's just pick ASE 16 as an example, it takes you right to your committee page. On your committee page, we will have your officers listed and their term of office. We'll also have your staff member listed so you can contact them if you have questions, and some links to resources. And on your committee main page, you'll also find topics. All these are emails that went out, and these are files that were shared with the emails in case you wanted to check those out. You'll also have this tab here for threads. Threads are discussions. So again, same listing of emails, and you'll be able to see which ones had attachments. Now, every time there is an attachment to an email, that attachment will automatically go into your library main folder, as you can see right here. We do have some subfolders on this committee, bylaws and minutes, and those should probably be broken out into some more, but we've got to work with staff on that. But you can still access anything that is in here. Let's go here. We have an invitation to a meeting that happened, it looks like in March, and a number of other things, again, just dumped into the main committee. If we go into the bylaws committee, we'll see that we have the bylaws. These were uploaded as just a document. If you click on that, you can download it, goes into your tray, and you can view your bylaws that way. Another document that was put up here, it looks like they are working on a draft revision to your bylaws. Those are attached to an email, but you can still download the attachment this way. Again, comes into your tray at the top. This is opening on another screen I have, and I will pull that over for you to see, and there it is. So there are a couple of ways that you can access or get information into your committee. In order to create an entry, quite easy, you're going to create an entry. Let's put this in as a test. I wanted to go into the bylaws folder. I could put it into the minutes folder if I choose, or any other folders. Let's put it into minutes. I'm going to put test here. Again, this is just a sample for you. We'll go down to entry type. We'll select standard file upload. That's going to be pretty much the default for everyone. Going to go into choose and upload a file. I'm going to select a file from my list over here, drag it, drop it, upload. Very quick, hit finish. And there is the file that I uploaded to the library as the test. I'm going to go back into the library. I put that in minutes and you'll see it right there. Now, I don't want to keep it in there because it has nothing to do with this committee, so I will delete that right now. So another thing that you can do is go into events. That's the next tab. You can add an event here. I won't add one right now, but there is a video that talks about how to add the event. You can just pretty much fill in the form. If you do have an event, a video conference or meeting, for example, I would suggest that you copy your URL and passcodes and put them into the description. You'll also enter them later down here as you are filling out the form. But by putting them in this description, it helps because then the reminder that goes out to your committee members will have that immediately in the calendar reminder that will go into your calendar, so you don't have to log back into Engage in order to follow that link. So if you are interested in how to do an event or a repeating meeting, please go and check out those video tutorials. The next tab is going to be members. These are members on the committee, and as you note here, there is nothing that shows who the officers are, which is why we had those listed back on the committee homepage so you can find out your officers. Let's look for Lori Duncan for example in officers. So right here is Lori Duncan. If I roll over her name, we can see that, and we can go to her account, and because the account I'm using is just our sample one, I don't have access to her email, but that's where you would find it. The next place I'd like to show you is Workspace. Now, Workspace is totally separate from the other tabs. There's a document folder. They don't have any ballots in this committee specifically, but you would have your ballots listed here, and you would have documents related to your ballots here, and the roster includes the names of everyone who was on the roster listed in members. But in this case, they do identify if you are a voter or a non-voter, if you have an officer position or a representative position. So if you do have a membership to a committee that does a lot of ballots, you'll become quite familiar with this. The staff will be sending out ballot notifications in an email to let you know that a ballot has opened, and that will have all of the links that you need to help you not only log into Engage, but also follow that link to the ballots. I want to point out here at the very top, there is a quick link for open ballots, so that if you have multiple ballots, you can easily go down the listing here. This is alphabetical by committee. So let's scroll down here and maybe we can find one to jump into. So here is a ballot that is open in MS 2319. Oh, don't have access to that one because I'm not a member. And again, you'll only have it for those that you are a member on. I'm not certain which ones I have for this committee. Let me try this one. There we go. So here is what a ballot looks like. Again, let me just flip through here quickly. Here's your documents that are associated with various ballots, and they are separated by the different ballots that have been posted. Here is the roster of members who can vote, or who can at least see. All non-voters can see all of the ballot information. Let's go back to ballots. This is what a ballot looks like. Not opening quickly. There we go. Ballot is not open yet. So let's go to one that is actually open. Let's try this one. Okay, we'll have the open date, the close date, information that you need for the ballot. Then you'll have your ballot question and you'll have your options. In this case, I'm not eligible to vote, but I can see who has voted, what they have voted. Here are all the information, the documents related to this ballot, and anyone can download that as long as you have permissions for this committee. If you want to see how people have voted, you go down to voter details and you can see how those people have voted so far. If there are comments, there'll be another option here so you can actually see those comments. If you are a non-voting member, you'll be getting an email that tells you to reply to the email so that everyone can see what your vote was. Let me go back to the community home. And here we have one of those emails actually, and here it says this email serves as the start of a thread for the use of any member to provide commentary to the committee on a ballot. Any observing member may make comment on a draft ballot or upload a completed comment template for the submission of official draft comments via the email thread by replying to this email or any subsequent emails. All we would have to do is select reply. I can then attach my comment template and any comments I would like to have the committee members, especially the voting committee members, see. And I would post that my signature is automatic, so they'll know who this comes from. That will post again back to the discussions as part of this thread. And anyone who is on the committee in the members list will get that very same email with my comments. Staff also receives that. So that way we can document those because all comments made on ballots must be addressed. So that is my really quick overview of Engage. And if you have any questions about how to use it or details that you might want to find out about, if they are not answered on the tutorial page, let me go back here to the home page. If they're not answered on the video tutorial page here, we've got a lot of, I've added some more links. So we've got about 13 or 14 very short presentations here. If they're not found there, then just feel free to send an email to one of the staff members and we'd be happy to help you. Thanks for watching.